Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Reading Nook. Let's try that again. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Reading Nook. My goodness, I think I've forgotten how to speak today. Let's jump right in. 5 green and speckled frogs sat on a speckled log, eating some most delicious bugs. Yum, yum. Noah jumped into the pool where it was nice and cool. Then there were 4 green speckled frogs. Bloop. 4 green and speckled frogs sat on a speckled log, eating some most delicious bugs. Yum, yum. Ryan jumped into the pool where it was nice and cool. Then there were 3 green speckled frogs. Gloop, gloop. 3 green and speckled frogs sat on a speckled log, eating some most delicious bugs. Yum, yum. Parker jumped into the pool where it was nice and cool. Then there were 2 green speckled frogs. Gloop, gloop. 2 green and speckled frogs sat on a speckled log, eating some most delicious bugs. Yum, yum. Nicholas jumped into the pool where it was nice and cool. Then there was 1 green speckled frog. Gloop, gloop. 1 green and speckled frog sat on a speckled log, eating some most delicious bugs. Yum, yum. We all jumped into the pool where it was nice and cool. Then there were no more green speckled frogs. Good morning. As you can see, it's a bit of a wild day at our house here. We got girls flying all over the place, but we're ready to sing and we're ready to have some fun. All right? So let's sing our next song. Oh, Mr. Sun, Sun, Mr. Golden Sun, please shine down on me.
Kenny?
Oh, Mr. Sun, Sun, Mr. Golden Sun, hiding behind the trees. These little children are asking me to please come out so we can play with you. Oh, Mr. Sun, Sun, Mr. Golden Sun, please shine down on me. There we go. All right. Should we get into our first book? I think that we should. All right. How have you guys been enjoying story time so far? Let me know in the comments down below. Like or love this. You can follow me on YouTube. You can subscribe to my channel there. Let me know that you guys are enjoying this. I want to be able to make sure that we keep doing this. All right, so here we go. Our first book today is Giraffes Can't Dance. Gerald was a tall giraffe whose neck was long and slim, but his knees were awfully crooked and his legs were rather thin. He was very good at standing still and munching shoots off trees, but when he tried to run about, he buckled at the knees. Now every year in Africa, they hold a jungle dance where every single animal shows up to skip and prance. And this year when the day arrived, poor Gerald felt so sad because when it came to dancing, he was really very bad. The warthogs started waltzing, and the rhinos rock and rolled. The lions danced a tango that was elegant and bold. The chimps all did the cha-cha with a very Latin feel, and 8 baboons teamed up for a splendid Scottish reel. Gerald swallowed bravely as he walked towards the floor, but the lions saw him coming and soon began to roar. Hey, look at clumsy Gerald, the animals all sneered. Giraffes can't dance, you silly fool. Oh, Gerald, you're so weird. Gerald simply froze up. He was rooted to the spot. They're right, he thought. I'm useless. Ugh, I feel like such a clot. So he crept off the dance floor and started walking home. He'd never felt so sad before, so sad and so alone. Then he found a little clearing and he looked up to the sky. The moon can be so beautiful, he whispered with a sigh. Excuse me, coughed a cricket, who'd seen Gerald earlier on, but sometimes when you're different, you just need a different song. Listen to the swaying grass and listen to the trees. To me, the sweetest music is those branches in the breeze. So imagine that the lovely moon is playing just for you. Everything makes music if you really want it to. With that, the cricket smiled and picked up his violin. Then Gerald felt his body do the most amazing thing. His hooves had started shuffling, making circles on the ground. His neck was gently swaying, and his tail was swishing round. He threw his arms out sideways, and he swung them everywhere. Then he did a backward somersault and leapt up in the air. Woo. Gerald felt so wonderful, his mouth was open wide. I am dancing, yes, I'm dancing, I am dancing, Gerald cried. Then one by one, each animal who'd been there at the dance arrived while Gerald boogied on and watched him quite entranced. They shouted, it's a miracle, we must be in a dream. Gerald is the best dancer that we have ever seen. How do you learn to dance like that? Please, Gerald, tell us how. But Gerald simply twirled about and finished with a bow. Then he raised his head and he looked at the moon and stars above. We all can dance, he said, when we find music that we love. There we go. I really like that one. Did you like that one, Sophie?
Yeah.
It's a sweet room, right? All right, you guys ready? Let's listen to some more music that I love because I'm going to sing another song. All right, are you guys ready? Robin in the rain, what a saucy fellow. Robin in the rain, mind your socks of yellow. Running in the garden on your nimble feet. Digging for your dinner with your long, strong beak. Robin in the rain, you don't mind the weather. Showers always make you gay. But the worms are wishing you would stay at home. Robin on a rainy day. Robin in the rain, do 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 do. Robin in the rain, do 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 do. But the worms are wishing you would stay at home. Robin on a rainy day. Robin in the rain, what a saucy fellow. Robin in the rain, mind your socks of yellow. Running in the garden on your nimble feet. Digging for your dinner with your long, strong beak. Robin in the rain, you don't mind the weather. Showers always make you gay. But the worms are wishing you would stay at home. Robin on a rainy day, don't get your feet wet. Robin on a rainy day, doo-doo, yeah. All right, did you guys like that one? I love that song, and I know that Nikki really loves that song too. It's one of my favorite songs to sing to my girls when they were little going to bed. All right, should we sing one last song before we read our next book?
Yeah.
All right, should we sing Peanut Butter Song? All right. Peanut butter sandwich made with jam, one for me and one for Nicky Brignall. Peanut butter sandwich made with jam, stick, stick, sticky, stick, stick. Oh, I can think of which is good and bad, but the best which that I ever had was a peanut butter sandwich made with jam. Yum, yum, yummy, yum, yum. Peanut butter sandwich made with jam, one for me and one for Nicky Brignall. Peanut butter sandwich made with jam, stick, stick, sticky, stick, stick. Yum, yum, yummy, yum, yum. Yum, yum, yummy, yum, yum. All right. So now I have a special treat for this week. I'm calling this week Happiness Week. Now, for those of you who know me, know that I love happiness. It's one of my favorite things to talk about. It's one of my favorite things to think about. And I want to share some happiness with you. So I have a book called The 7 Habits of Happy Kids. And there are 7 stories in this book. And I'm going to read one story every day for the next 7 days to talk about how we can be happier. All right? So here we go. Let's open up the first one. My goodness, there's a lot of pages here. Ooh, I think this is one that we maybe be able to relate to. It's called Bored, Bored, Bored. Sammy Squirrel was bored, bored, bored. Mom, he said, I'm bored. There's nothing to do. How about all those gadgets you collect? Said Mom. Broken toys, radios, cell phones. You love to tinker around with things. But I don't feel like it today, said Sammy. Maybe Sophie can think up something fun for me to do. Sammy knocked on Sophie's door. There was no answer. Sophie's gone to the library, said Mom. She's returning all those books she checked out last week. And she'll probably bring 100 more back to read. At least she's not bored, said Sammy. Well, you don't have to be bored either, said Mom. Why don't you see if Pokey can play? So off Sammy went to Pokey's house. Pokey was lying in his hammock. Hiya, Pokey. How you doing? What does it look like? Said Pokey. I'm lying in my hammock. I'm bored, said Sammy. Can you think of something fun for me to do? Sure, said Pokey. Try lying in my hammock. Ugh, said Sammy. That sounds even more boring. I don't think it is, said Pokey. But if you do, why don't you see what Lily's doing? So off Sammy went to Lily's house. Lily was in her playroom painting a picture. Hiya, Lily, said Sammy. I'm bored. Can you think of something for me to do? You bet, said Lily. You can help me paint Dottie Doll. And then we can make frames out of red paper, and maybe you could paint my tail. Ugh, said Sammy. I don't feel like painting. Can't you think of something else that we can do? Nope, said Lily. I like painting. Why don't you go see what Goob's up to? So off Sammy went to Goob's house. Goob had his magnifying glass out and was looking at ants. Hey, Goob, said Sammy. What you doing? Oh, ants. I'm looking at ants. Goob pulled Sammy down next to him. He shoved the magnifying glass into his paws. Lean down and you'll see hundreds of them. They're so cool. Sammy looked through the glass. Yikes, he said. I don't want to look at that. They're creepy. Can't you think of something else fun for us to do? Can't, said Goob. I'm into ants right now. Why don't you see what Jumper's up to? So off Sammy went to Jumper's house. Jumper was shooting baskets in the driveway. He dribbled the ball over to Sammy. Want to get in the game, he asked. No, said Sammy. I don't feel like it. Playing basketball. I don't feel like playing basketball. Can't you think of something fun for me to do? Watch this, said Jumper. I'm the rabbit. He jumped up and stuffed the ball into the basket. A slam dunk. Sammy sighed. Oh, nobody seemed to have any fun ideas. Maybe he could play with Tag-Along Allie. So off to her house he went. Oh yeah, Allie's granny was painting in the front porch. Hi, Granny, said Sammy. Where's Tag-Along Allie? Oh, she's in bed with a sore throat, said Granny. Oh, bummer, said Sammy. He paused. I'm bored. Do you want to play? Allie's grandmother laughed. Can't, Sammy Squirrel. I'm busy. Ugh, no one will help me have fun, complained Sammy, so I'm bored. Well, isn't that your fault? Asked Allie's granny. You're in charge of having fun, not somebody else. What do you mean? Sammy asked. I mean, you can make your own fun. You don't need others to make it happen. Just look around and think about it. You'll find something fun to do. Sammy looked around. He saw clouds, he saw trees, he saw 3 garbage cans lined up against the house. One had an old radio on top, with wires sticking out in all directions. Suddenly, Sammy's brain lit up like a flashlight. Do you want that old radio anymore? He asked Allie's granny. Nope, she said. It's broken. That's why I threw it away. Can I have it? Asked Sammy. I love radios. Why, sure, said Allie's granny. Sammy picked up the radio, carried it home, and set it down on the floor of his room. Then he got started and it took him a few hours to get the radio to work again, but by lunchtime it was fixed. He tied up some ribbon around it and pasted stars all over. Then he carried the radio back to Tagalong Allie's house. What do we have here? Asked Allie's granny. Oh, a get well present for Allie, said Sammy. I fixed it so she can listen to the radio while she's getting over her sore throat. I'm not bored anymore. I finally figured out how to make my own fun. Great, said Allie's granny. Let's go inside and show Allie. When Allie saw the radio, she broke into a smile as wide as a slice of cantaloupe. I love the women, she said. There we go. I think that's a really important book because it tells us that when we're bored, it's not someone else's job to help us have fun. It's something that we can do. We have to use our own imagination and find something to do. And we don't always have to rely on mom and dad to make fun for us. We can figure out things on our own. All right? So you guys ready? We're going to sing our goodbye song, and I will see everybody tomorrow. All right? The more we get together, the more we get together, the happier we'll be. 'Cause your friends are my friends, and my friends are your friends. The more we get together, the happier we'll be. Oh, the more we get together, the more we get together, the happier we'll be. With Kendall and Sophie and Nikki and Eric, the more we get together, the happier we'll be. All right, thank you so very much, everybody. I hope that you have the most amazing day. Go out, use your imagination, show people some happiness, and I will see everybody tomorrow. From my family to yours, we love you and have the best day. Bye.